What's up, guy? Finder of Greatness here. So I just wanted to bring you into my realm for a moment. So this is our warehouse. Yeah, there's a lot in here. So the whole deal going on here is we also have an antique booth. So this is kind of where we stage our antique booth to kind of get an idea of layout and what we like. And then we take those items, we take them to the booth, we set them up just as we set them up here. And then this is also eBay storage. So people always want to show you the glitz and the glam of reselling and, yeah, money, name brand stuff, gold, all the fancy stuff. But nobody ever shows you, like, the reality. So here's the reality. I'm scheduled out about 70 listings now until, like, the first week of December. And I now have to come up here and put up all this stuff. So this is, probably 30 or 40 listings. Got to grab an item, whatever that item is, in this case, a torch, and step into the craziness and try to find a spot to put the item. And, people are like, oh my God, how do you keep it organized? Numbers, folks. Every shelf has a number. It's very simple. You start at number 1, and you can put, left side shelf 1, center, or right. It doesn't really matter. I'd also like to say, to the company that makes these yellow and black shelves that I spent thousands of dollars obtaining, you see how every single shelf is sagging? Every single shelf. Yeah, these were rated for 700 pounds, I believe. It might even only be 400 pounds. Either way, it should not be sagging like this. So, company that makes the black and yellow shelves, they also make the black and yellow totes. You lie. This is not 700 pounds worth of stuff. This is maybe 70 80 pounds worth of stuff. Every single shelf that I purchased from you has sagged. What does not sag are the nice wire. They don't sag. So, let me show you so you don't think I'm lying. Every single one. Look at this. These things were like 90 bucks a pop. I easily spent $1,000 on these. Every single one sagging. So, if anybody knows a CEO for this company, every single one, look. And they get worse. Like as time goes on, they get worse. Now look, there's a little cheap off-brand one from Walmart. Not sagging. Where's it made? Sterilite, right up the road. These are probably made like in China or something. But again, here we are. Every one sagging. That shelf isn't sagging. Amazing. One is not. So yeah. This is the not glitz and glam of reselling. This is $1 million worth of stuff. That's right, folks. We carry $1 million inventory. It's a husband and wife team. And we don't have an employee because every time we try to get an employee, they figure out reselling and want to be a middleman to the thrift store and wait in the parking lot and sell us stuff for $5 more than they paid. Now, that's great and all, but I don't want to do that. I can find it myself. All right, we're walking in here. Now, here's clothing and plush in the closet, if you will. And we have them toted out. And again, shelves sagging. And then, of course, we've got clothing racks. I've got clothing racks everywhere. We're full. And people are like, oh, well, you're full because you don't sell anything. Well, we sell, we've got $2,000 worth going out on Monday. About 22 orders worth. We're not breaking any records over here. But we make a pretty nice living. And we don't have to answer to anybody. And guess what? We own everything you see is paid for. We own it outright. And if something was to happen to one of us and we wanted to just take all these shoes and take all these shoes and all these shoes and drop them off at, a warehouse somewhere or nickel and dime it, we could do that. We could make money. But this is the not glitz and glam part of reselling. You guys always see the finds of the day and all this. Here we are up here putting up crap. And, we do this probably about twice a week. So, if you don't know, we are Emerald City Pickers. Finder of Greatness also, if you follow other social media platforms. We're trying to get somewhat of a social media following. Me and my wife both make videos. She does a better job with the editing. I just like to show you guys raw stuff. So, welcome to the warehouse. This is what we got going on. Might not look the greatest to someone, but this has worked for us for going on now 9 years. We've sold over, I think we're on the way to $2 million in product on eBay. We've done a lot in what I feel like is a small amount of time. So thanks for checking us out. Thanks for seeing, the not glitz and glam part of it. And go buy something from us, man. Oh, there's some shelf space. Plenty of shelf space right here. That's the thing about having a short wife. Anything that's higher than like this, this is all full, but then you go one shelf up. Look at all this space. Love her. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And again, if you know the black and yellow company that makes these shelves, tell them Eddie in Greenwood, South Carolina is feeling some kind of way. These shelves, hubba bubba. They don't sag. Those shelves, they don't sag. Even the wooden shelf, no sag. All right, guys. Probably the longest video I've put on YouTube in forever. I usually do shorts, but just wanted to bring you guys in and show you the reality of reselling. Tune in next time. See what else I show you.